Underdog Fantasy is the place to play if you're a fan looking to cash in on some of your favorite athletes' performances. Available in over 30 states, including New York, California, and Texas. Just call your shot on higher or lower on 2 or more player stats for your chance to win real money. Use our promo code KFTV for up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. So download the Underdog Fantasy app today and turn every bucket into a W. I wanted to say it wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. But, you know, I kind of have to say, well, it wasn't pretty, but they would break this thing wide open in the second half with these Knicks. And this was a weird game in different levels. Well, for one, shout out to Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, because one thing's for sure, he had it going all night. 26 points, 9 assists for Jalen Brunson, 11 to 21 from the field. He started off as a playmaker. He got into his bag a little bit in the first quarter, but he was playmaking left and right, finding cutting Knicks all over the place. And for some reason, obviously the way the Magic defense play, and they're tough and they're gritty, and Jamal Mosley, he's going to put trust and faith in his players. But time and time again, the Magic would leave Jalen Brunson, would leave their defenders out on an island with Jalen Brunson and pay the price. And so, Brunson was in a rhythm. He was in a groove the entire night. He gave him the full bag, everything that he needed. Footwork on display, cooking Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, whoever it was. This other guy, Trevlin Queen. It really didn't matter. Jalen Brunson was in his bag tonight and absolutely filleted these guys. And for some reason, Jamal Mosley decided not to send any help, and only decided to put 2 on the ball against Jalen Brunson with like 6 minutes to go in the fourth. But by that time, the Knicks were already on a roll. So Brunson would have himself a good night for his team, leading the way. And then, hey, look who it is. Mr. Everything, right? I called him Mr. Everything. We put the reel out there. Everybody was watching that for my interview with Jake Asman. 23 and 13 for Josh Hart. 7-11 from the field, and 8 of 10 from the free throw line, two steals, 2 blocks. And I thought he was a big catalyst for getting this team the victory here, especially in the second half and closing the door. So great job by the Roomates, combining for 49 points, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. And they had to pick up the slack because, another one of the game stories tonight was Karl-Anthony Towns not having the best game. 16 points, 8 rebounds, and you look at the stats, he's like, okay, 6 to 10 from the field. He was all right, but picked up a lot of foul trouble early. Towns couldn't really get into a rhythm. The Magic were very physical with him. Give them credit. They fought him tooth and nail for everything. And it was one of those nights, just didn't really seem like he was really ready to battle. And so he couldn't really get into a rhythm and was kind of ineffective in this game. So it was the Roommates, man. 49 between Brunson and Hart. I thought Mikal Bridges had a good second half, especially. Picked up a couple of good deflections, leading the Knicks defense, especially in the fourth quarter, and getting a couple buckets himself. 17 points from Mikal Bridges. Mr. Knicks Miss Miracle, 6 of 12 from the floor. 3 assists, 2 steals. So it was the Roommates, the Nova Knicks, kind of leading the way there to help seal this thing. Knicks defense stepping up. And let's be honest, man, the Magic offense is woeful. You got to get it. You got to get, they want you in a street fight. They want you to get in the mud with them. And hey, for 3.5 quarters, they were pretty successful because this thing was tight. For that amount of time, this thing was tight. But as I said, Brunson and Hart really busted this thing open. Mikal Bridges chipping in as well. Knicks outscoring the Magic 54-31 in that second half. Really never looked back. And for the Magic, it was pretty much Jalen Suggs or nothing. And he would get into foul trouble, picked up his 5th foul, and was out for a good chunk of that second half. And one thing I did like was the Roommates getting the best of Jalen Suggs, man. Because, he's an emotional guy. He's a scrapper. And you know Brunson and Hart know it. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Anthony Black got into it. Both of those guys would pick up technicals. And Suggs, he plays hard. He plays with a rocket in his back. Borderline dirty. And so I like the fact that the roommates got the upper hand on him. They know how to bait him into doing something stupid. But shout out to Hart and Brunson, man. Good job by the roommates. I thought Precious gave the squad some good minutes off the bench, especially with Towns in foul trouble. 21 minutes from Precious. Gave you 6 points, 6 boards, a steal, a block, a clutch block in the second half as well. So good job by Precious there. McBride kind of struggled with the Magic defense. And one thing with McBride, you know that he has trouble creating separation in terms of getting to the basket. So if the jumper's not falling, it could be a rough night for him. And I thought that was a good defense by the Magic, really not giving McBride an inch. And so he had a struggle from the field, but still finished with 5 points, 5 rebounds. You saw Landry Shamet get some minutes today. 10 minutes from Landry Shamet, making his Knicks regular, no, not really his Knicks regular season debut. It did get in garbage time, but 7 points. 7 points plus 5 on the night. 10 minutes for Landry Shamet. So he gets in. Tibbs goes 10 deep tonight. Sims did get 1 minute in. So Tibbs really went 9 deep tonight. They got a back-to-back tomorrow. So all in all, a good night at the office, man. Yeah, only 6 minutes for campaign tonight. So we'll see. We're going to see how, this 9-man rotation, if this is what Tibbs is sticking with, we're going to see what happens there. CP the Fanchise in the building, man. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. Knicks getting this win, 108-85, despite going 26% from downtown, man. They shot 4 of 15 from downtown. Ugly, ugly game, but that's the type of game that you can expect to play from the Orlando Magic. They just beat the Heat. They beat the Celtics. You got to give them a lot of credit, man. What they were able to do without their top guns is very, very impressive. It's a testament to the coach, and it's a testament to these players just really locking in, man, because they fight you tooth and nail. From Suggs to Black, you have Jonathan Isaac, scrappy defender. Batase. Knicks had a lot of trouble with Batase tonight. Always do. 14 and 10. He had 3 assists, a steal, 2 blocks, 6 and 9 from the field. He's one of the better contracts in the league.
What's going on, CP?
Yes.
Andre calling from the Cape Cod Kid. It's good to be with
the
you.
The Cape Cod Kid calling in on the check-in. How you feeling, man? How you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm liking the win streak. Okay, we got a lot of people. I want to see those receipts in terms of what they thought about the Mikal Bridges trade when it happened. Okay? I've been La Costa Nova from day one.
Yeah.
From day one. Okay? And CP, I'm going to get to my point, but there's some talk about possibly bringing Ragu home. We need Ragu back. Okay? But that's a Christmas wish that's going to have to wait for a little while. But I've been hearing some talk. What's going on in Minnesota. He's getting his minutes, but you know what I mean? And there's things that have to be worked out. Listen, from day one, I've been saying we need the whole Nova Knicks connection. Okay, so I'm going to get back to, but look, we saw what Mikal Bridges did on Christmas Day. He's getting comfortable. All right?
Yeah.
This is somebody who's built for the Tibbs leadership. He don't take no days off. He shows up to work every single day. He's going to give you his all. Okay? And that's what Tibbs, a true general, a Spartan, is. When Tibbs has that, the sky is the limit. Okay? So I know we got other callers. And here's my point in summation. Orlando Magic are about that life. Jamal Mosley knows his business. This is a team that's built for the future, as other callers have said. They've drafted well, and they're developing. Suggs, Karl-Anthony, Apollo, the Wagners, the brothers, okay? And the Knicks went in there, fourth quarter, what happened? Okay, put it in the fifth gear, and they couldn't be caught. It's a quality win against a good team. I'm liking where this team is going. We got Mitchell coming back. I'm holding out hope for Ragu and La Costa Nova, bringing the 4 families together. And my last point, CP. The Cleveland Cavaliers, quietness is kept, okay? They done stole a little bit of our thunder, okay? We taking it back.
Let's go.
We're going to take it back because CP, we can't see the Boston Celtics in the divisional round. That has to be a conference finals matchup. So we need to get that seed. It has to be a conference finals. And Cleveland Cavaliers, under the capable leadership of Kenny Atkinson, they done stolen a little bit of our thunder. We got to take it back. We got to get the number 1 seed. Let Cleveland and Boston battle it out in the division round, and we'll be waiting in the conference finals to get down for our crown. CP, I love this show and what you're doing, Knicks Nation. I'll be back with you the next time. Thanks a lot.
My man in Cape Cod, Andre, man, salute to you. Keep holding it down for Knicks Nation up there in the New England area. Shout out to Andre. And as he talks about the Cleveland Cavaliers, open up a can of whoop ass on the Denver Nuggets in Mile High, 139-121. Still 5 minutes to go in the fourth. They might put 150 up on them. And this one's still going. So they're 26-4, are likely going to go to 27-4. Cleveland Cavaliers remaining a regular season darling right now. Ragu can't come back to the Knicks this year. A lot of you guys are like, maybe it's wishful thinking, or maybe it's, I was playing 2K with Little Man earlier. Maybe it's like on a 2K thing. You can't get DiVincenzo back this year. You might not even be able to get him back next year. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to predict. Again, the Knicks are not in a favorable financial condition to even consider bringing him back. So, and like, let's keep it real. Like, if I'm looking at positions that the Knicks need to fill off the bench, I'd like to see him, again, either get a 3-4 hybrid, 4-5 hybrid that can legitimately contribute off the bench. Yeah, you have Precious there, but I think they could use another one. They got enough guards. They got enough shooting. They have way more than enough offense. We got to get stops.